Donald Trump is synonymous with wealth, real estate, and power. But a deeper look at his decades-long career reveals a pattern that has defined his business, his brand, and his relationship with the truth, a relentless commitment to fraudulent schemes. This is a look at the history of a career built not just on buildings, but on deception. The Great Swindle, Trump University. Our first stop is a venture that exposed his playbook early on, Trump University.
Of Trump University when it launched, direct from the university chairman's own mouth.
At Trump University, we teach success. That's what it's all about, success. It's going to happen to you.
Launched as a for-profit real estate seminar, the name itself was a lie. It was never an accredited university. It promised to teach students Trump's secrets to success and claimed its instructors were handpicked by the man himself. Thousands of students, some paying up to $35,000 for gold elite packages, alleged they were victims of fraudulent marketing and aggressive sales tactics. After years of litigation, and despite repeatedly insisting he would never settle, Trump agreed to a $25 million settlement in 2016 to resolve 3 separate lawsuits, ensuring his victims received a portion of the money they were swindled out of. It was a stunning legal defeat, cloaked in a statement of no admission of guilt. The deepest and most profitable scheme of all involved the very core of his image, his net worth. A New York judge has already ruled that Donald Trump, his adult children, and his executives engaged in a years-long scheme of financial fraud at the Trump Organization. The playbook was simple but massive in scale: constantly inflate the value of assets, from his Trump Tower apartment to golf clubs to Mar-a-Lago, on financial statements presented to banks and insurers. He would claim properties were worth billions more than professional appraisals or even the values he reported to the IRS for tax purposes. Why? To secure vastly better loan terms, more favorable insurance rates, and to burnish the billionaire image that became his political currency. The result was a February 2024 judgment finding him liable for illegally inflating his wealth, ordering him and his companies to pay back hundreds of millions of dollars in what the court deemed ill-gotten gains, plus interest. The judge's ruling was unequivocal: the defendants failed to accept responsibility and the scheme was part of a repeated pattern. The campaign cover-up, hush money. The deception spilled from the boardroom to the ballot box in 2016. In the final weeks of the campaign, Trump was involved in a scheme to conceal allegations of an extramarital affair with an adult film actress. His lawyer, Michael Cohen, paid the woman $30,000 in hush money. The Trump Organization then reimbursed Cohen for this payment, but prosecutors successfully argued that the company records were falsified to cover up the true purpose of the money, deliberately labeling it as legal expenses. A jury convicted the president on 34 felony counts of falsifying business records to conceal this campaign cover-up. The pattern of deception from a fraudulent university that scammed thousands of small investors to a massive, systematic fraud that inflated his personal net worth to deceive banks, to falsified business records used to subvert an election, these cases reveal a common thread. The motivation is always the same: personal gain, whether money, power, or image, pursued through what a New York Attorney General famously called the art of the steal. The legal judgments and criminal conviction paint a picture of a career defined by using the lie as a primary business model, demonstrating a consistent, decades-long pattern of fraudulent schemes. Reports have circulated about a large aircraft, a Boeing 747, being offered to the U.S. government by Qatar during Trump's recent travels to the Gulf region. The aircraft is reportedly a used luxury jet, estimated to be worth around $400 million if new. The plane was reportedly accepted by the Defense Department for use by the president as a replacement for the current Air Force One aircraft, with plans to later transfer it to the Trump Presidential Library. The proposed gift has raised ethical and constitutional concerns among critics, including some lawmakers, who argue it could violate the Emoluments Clause, which generally prohibits a U.S. official from accepting gifts from a foreign state without congressional consent. Trump and his legal team have reportedly countered that the gift is to the U.S. government, not him personally, and would save taxpayer money. The $230 million claims. Donald Trump has reportedly filed administrative claims with the Justice Department seeking approximately $230 million in damages, These claims are based on allegations that his rights and privacy were violated during 2 past federal investigations. The FBI and special counsel investigation into alleged Russian interference in the 2016 election, the FBI's 2022 search of his Mar-a-Lago property concerning classified documents. Administrative claims are a precursor to a potential lawsuit against a federal agency. The situation has raised conflict of interest concerns, as senior Justice Department officials who would typically review such a large settlement previously served as his personal defense attorneys or represented co-defendants in the related cases. Trump has publicly stated that the government probably owes me a lot of money, but also said he would donate any compensation he receives. But we should note that every single thing that comes from Trump or his administration has always been proven to be a lie, and this is no different.